Today's Sunday. It's the 17th of September. We've passed the halfway mark now in September 2023, and we've come down to Pastilla on a very, very hot, humid day. Temperatures expected to get up into about the mid-30s, and it's very, very humid. While we're here, just a very happy birthday to Tracy, whose birthday it is. Not today or Sunday, it'll be Monday, which I guess that's when we're going to actually publish this video. And apologies again to Bernard. Every time we come to Pastilla, we fail to contact him. Bernard, who lives in Pastilla, is actually not on the island at the moment, so next time, Bernard, we will. So just having a look out to sea, and it's just very, very misty. Well, that's what it looks like, but it's not really mist, I don't think. It's mostly dust. This Sahara dust came out. I had to clean all the windows this morning on the car. I couldn't see out of them. There was so much dust on them. And if you look at the floor, it's all wet again. So they've just had a little bit of a storm here. A bit of rain come down. And with that rain comes the dust. So everything gets dirty. And you wash it out and it gets covered in this Sahara mud. And we were noticing it yesterday as we were out and about. It just looked very, very misty as it does over there. Not a clear view of anything. Not a lot of rain, just a few spots, and each one of those spots brings down some of the dust, which settles. And whenever it settles, my car, most of it by the looks of things. And we come down to Pastilla, well, because we've got various chores we needed to do this end of town. The first one was to visit a friend of ours who's in a clinic here, and she's been looked after under the National Health Service. And I went to visit her, and I needed to fill my car up, and just noticing the price of diesel, how it has shot up, and petrol, both of which really now as high as it's ever been, I think. Anyway, 94 euros it cost me to fill my car up today, so it won't be long before I'm into three figures. The beauty of that is I get 8% back. Well, no, I don't get anything back. Anita gets 8% back. She gets a cheque, because we go to the local supermarket, and part of their scheme is that they give you 8% what you spend in the supermarket, and the petrol give you 8% back. So makes it a lot cheaper for us. Anita goes and buys something in the supermarket with the cheque, usually a few bottles of wine. It's Sunday, so the beach looking pretty busy down there. You've got loads of empty space here on this. This is the beginning of the Playa de Palma, and the Playa de Palma stretches out in front of us for several kilometres until you reach El Arenal. It's always busy though on a weekend, or busier on the weekend. You get lots of locals coming out, get a bit of sun, go for a swim, or to take part in some water sports. And we've got a few sailing boats out there. We've got a few pedalo type boats, stand-up paddle surfers. Quite often get windsurfers here as well, but there's not a lot of wind. There's a little breeze though. Did see a green flag, so it's safe for swimming. Got the beach volleyball players, very popular of course in Palma Nova, but masses of space to do it here. Lovely clean sand, been over it, ready to tool up. Is it time for a coffee already?
Definitely. Not too far, it's just too hot.
Yeah, it's the temperatures have not subsided with the mist. It's still, I think, actually warmer than ever today. Weather forecast Did say up to 35 degrees in Palma, which is quite uncomfortable. It's a Sunday, but if it's 35 degrees tomorrow, can you imagine going to work in 35 degrees? I don't know what your jobs are, but I can't imagine many jobs are very pleasant working at 35 degrees. Most of the offices and buildings and shops here, of course, will have air conditioning, which makes it a little bit better. State schools don't have air conditioning, so they will be suffering the 35 degrees. Children's minds can't really concentrate very well at such temperatures. Almost like being in Weymouth here. We've got the sand sculptures. When we go to Weymouth, we always admire the sand sculptures. It's a Mallorca one. Crossing away from the beach side to the side with the shops. This is the very long, quite straight, not quite car-free promenade. Sitting with lots of bicycles. The train goes up and down here as well. It's coming up towards lunchtime, 1:45, so the restaurants here getting the tables ready. So a few out here, but lots of tables up there.
Coffee here. Let's carry on.
You want a bit first?
Pardon?
Doesn't look as though this place is open here. I'm just setting it all up. Ice cream, they should be doing well today. It's a pharmacy, open 365 days of the year. Mojito, $4.50. Pina colada, $5.90. Well, it's so hot I've succumbed. I'm not having a coffee. I've
It's a big one.
chosen to have a rather large shandy. It's looking enormous now. Anyway, cheers everyone. Nice and cold, at least on the coffee. Well, that was a nice opportunity to get some refreshment, and curiously it was really breezy there, and I can't see any fans, but anyway. So it was $3.90 for the beer and $1.95 for the coffee, so $5.85 for both, which is really quite a good price, I suppose, especially being right on the front on the promenade here in Pastilla. So just turning the camera around, we're heading back towards Pastilla, the town. It has got a few shops, and it does actually have a market as well, which well, it's not a very big market, and it's like the fruit and veg market. Today is a particularly warm day. This is the restaurant we walked past before, nobody in when we came by. Nicely filling up now on the inside. Some of the tables on the outside starting to fill up as well. Problem with sitting outside is you're in the sun, and it's just too hot. This promenade, which goes for miles and miles and miles, has a train that goes up and down it, which if it's 5 or 6 kilometres long, might be handy to take that little train, touristy thing. And it did go past us while we were sitting in the cafe there, the bar, and I need to notice that there were no children. And I suppose you wouldn't really expect children to be here now at this time of the year because it's school time. I did read somewhere, I think on the Palma Nova group in Facebook, where someone was in a hotel saying that they were surprised by the number of children that were there, and it got a little bit sort of argumentative, the chat that went on, in that some people were defending the fact that there were children there and others saying they should be in school, and the argument really being that parents, certainly in the UK, most schools have already started. In fact, I should imagine all schools have started by now, and that children are being taken out of school because it means the parents can have a cheaper holiday, because they are penalised. Parents are penalised for having holidays while the school term's open, and the tour companies know this, so they bump up the prices during the holidays. So you get cheaper holidays now in September, and then come the end of October you'll see the price will shoot up again for holidays and flights, simply because the holiday companies, the airlines, know that parents are restricted on when they can actually take their children out of school. Some of the parents have just said, well, it's actually much cheaper to take the children out of school and possibly pay a fine and book a holiday in the August when all the schools are on holiday. As a teacher, and I do know how much children are affected by missing lessons, and invariably children are missing lessons, and if you miss that particular lesson, it is crucial to your knowledge and understanding of a subject, and it can last for years, and maybe you'll never quite get it. So avoiding that, or maybe the school providing backup material, or material where the student can actually carry on learning while they are away on holiday. It's actually getting a bit breezy now, so I apologise for the rough sound that you will be getting. This is a tabacos. Someone was asking me about tabacos in Peguera. I'm guessing there must be 1 or 2 or 3, or maybe, I don't know, plenty of tabacos in Peguera. I don't know where they are, it's not something I actually look out for. But they do sell something useful, they sell postage stamps. I'm not a great fan of tobacco in any form, whether it's cigarettes, cigars, pipe tobacco, or even vaping. I think they're all bad. Not something I would promote at all. this is the bus stop number 52 for the tourist train. It takes you all the way down there, all the way around into the far distance, which you can hardly see now because of the haze that's there. There's a nice marina over there. We're not going to go around to that today, it's too warm. It's a nice marina, lots of little boats, no mega yachts in that one. And if you carry on a little bit further, you get to Cala Estancia, an almost circular little bay, nice beach, and lots of nice bars around it. We used to go to in years gone by. And the walk, actually, the promenade just carries on and on and on and on all the way into Palma. So you can walk all along the seafront underneath the flight path, so you can get very close to aeroplanes going overhead. Right, so this is my marker, Burger King. My marker because I know that this is the road where we park the car. I've just got to walk up it. So, hot is it, dear? Thanks very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.